Okay, so Leg Day impersonates the boyfriend. Is that why they broke up?
Oh my god!
I'm thinking this is afterwards. Oh
my god!
Oh,
I'm just putting it on the table. You don't have to go with it. I'm just putting it on the table.
I don't know if that would end up in being friends as much as being.
That's gonna derail the crap out of this game.
But is it though? Well, you know,
we're gonna turn absolute power into a dating sim.
You turn into a girl and bait him into doing something. So we end up bonding.
A loyalty test.
You loyalty test the ex-boyfriend.
Wait, what if I like? You know how they do this on TikTok?
Yeah, they set it up. And you guys are like in on it. And
oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ariana's like also entertaining this as well as she's like going back and forth with Garnet about all these different possibilities of like, oh yeah, no, what if Uncle is a turtle?
What?
Mesa speaks up. It's like, well,
random stuff.
Both of your brains are already in the right place for this. This is going to go great. I'm really looking forward to it. More so now, actually.
Good. Okay, let's go find Ethelure.
Ariana has like visibly perked up a lot from this conversation. Having a hard day in classes, hard day at school, but ooh, more day now. Hold
you
on
have
a
ghosts
second.
in your blood and you should do cocaine about it.
Yes.
Explain the bang, old man.
Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy, or a mommy and a mommy, well, or a daddy, or when two people love each other very much.
I'd like to be mind wiped.
There's Obliviax Moss available. Talk to the Quarter for Every about that. So everybody gets up and starts.
Waves the crypto boy's body. This one yours?
I'm Fiat.
Yeah, this is the crypto boy.
Yes, that one's ours. You can just go ahead and leave him there.
Oh, okay. Drops him.
Also, disclaimer, chat. Also, not dead.
So, do I see both Crystal Pirate and Artificer?
Yes, and 4 ninjas.
Which one of you two is more important? Or who's the boss?
Hey, who's the biggest bully at school? Which one of you is it?
Just the pirate like
right up
floats.
into my secret base.
He's standing on
Punch
this
my
like little
biggest-
crystal thing, and he's just floating there, looking at you with all these colorful crystals floating around him.
I guess I'm the majority share owner, so that would be me.
All right, I attack whoever said that. Who said that?
Okay, there's a hunter's mark on him. Spend that inspiration and go ahead and drop that spell in the chat.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you do.
It's okay.
You have
I
one.
do?
Yeah, you have one from chat. You can burn it.
Friendship.
Yeet.
Okay, so he has to succeed on a strength saving throw. He's a pretty strong guy.
Well,
Not
you know
one.
what?
Fuck it.
What if you don't?
Oh.
What if you don't?
She's the most powerful wizard in history.
I can't believe I'm using my last legendary resistance on a freaking level 2 spell.
Ariana's the goat.
Okay, legendary resistance. Okay, all right. This is a ridiculous plan, and they're gonna go with it.
I prefer the one where we don't die, so I like this.
I go away
Also,
after
I
an
need some
hour.
earplugs.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so
Someone gonna heal me?
yeah, they're standing. They're already like coming back with healing potions in crates. You know, like 24 packs of healing potions.
She's got a shotgun, a healing potion.
It's like a study session all over again. It's just chugging Red Bull.
Once again,
Red Bull give you fiends.
not what I expected to be happening today.
If you allow it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Since I'm falling with the horse,
Mhm.
and the horse is a horse
Of course,
of riding capacity, Can I use my reaction to jump, since I'm mid-falling, jump off the horse onto the carpet, but using physics, since I'm jumping and using force to jump off the horse, it would now accelerate the horse towards the mirror and maybe cause a crack or shatter?
Roll an
Horse
acrobatics
bomb.
check to make the jump.
Oh fuck. I'm in danger.
Can I make a dexterity check to catch her, please?
Use your reaction and
Please.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Sorry, mate. It's fake.
The last thing that guy said before I ate him was James. I swear to God, I don't know what's going on.
Ooh.
Thank you, Lux Lately. Wonderful. Oh, fuck me running.
Yeah, that fire, we dodged it. Ariana didn't. But that's why we all woke up. So,
Dragon's fire.
Dragon. Okay, you talked to the dragon?
oh yeah, that guy sucked. He just kept wanting us to say his name and open the big bad door, and oh, he's gonna destroy the world and kill anyone we ever want. But I won't. I can kill anybody I want. I don't know what some statue's gonna do, but and he doesn't even know his own name. Boomer much? But anyway, so like but you've slain dragons before. If you can do it, and then
These are the dragons of the world before.
Think so.
Oh my god! It's hot! Oh, I'm gonna stop you so. Oh, it's so hot! I don't like this at all!
Genuinely
Genuinely what?
scared me.
My apologies.
Right? If you have a gate open, it's a two-way street. So
I was
they could just come right back through. Go ahead.
Okay, that's like a bad roll, but like
I think I could help with that.
if someone just heals me as I'm doing it, like I could keep this going all day.
What have I done? Okay, Avalor.
I could probably seal it one way, the gate.
I can at
When I
least
was
get
studying
25.
last night, I learned how to create a kind of a bridge that can support my friends but won't let my enemies step upon it. If I just cast it vertically in front of the gate, they couldn't move back through it.
Ooh.
What are they cooking?
Let them cook.
Oh my god, he's like so smart.
And Tarsamore also saved. So yeah, the woman is the only one who suffered in this. We live in a
the
fucking
woman's
society.
the dumb one. Oh, the dice. Dice
That's
is sexist.
okay. How a chain is only as strong as its weakest link when it comes to rituals.
Oh, now women are weak. I love this campaign.
Wait, what do you?
Creatures of flesh, now you shall hear the words of the emissary of the Maelstrom. Are you the one who has polluted this holy place with the machines and their wretched city?
No, but I just came back from destroying a machine city, and I think we want the same thing. I also hate pollution.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
+5 respect
15.
for Eco Warrior faction.
I'm Green Party, man. I'm Green Party. Please.
Save the turtles, bro.
Save the turtle.
So as we just burst through the door like, while you're meditating.
Honey, I'm home. Knock, 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 knock.
It's goofy time.
Blood banging the door. Mason like about to wrap up, just like opens his eyes, like side eyes the door, sighs. Gets up, answers the door. Oh,
So what did
Hello?
you mean by you told me to be just immediately starts. You told me to be helpless, right? That didn't really work. But then you said you like Francisco because she's so independent and confident, knows what she wants. I'm like that. Why don't I have a Mason? Not you, but like a Mason.
A boyfriend is what she means.
Yeah. Someone like a guy who likes that.
Good morning. Do you want to come inside?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Because
Really?
okay, I mean this in the best way possible, Garnet,
So he
but you have
does like me.
very socially intimidating energy.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What? do
It's a good thing. You get stuff done clearly. It just is what it is.
So I need to be more useless so that a man can want to feel like they can help me and not be intimidated.
No, this
I
is
need to-
college.
I don't think that's quite what I was getting at there. It's more about what we're going to accomplish. I think this is it's beyond just me. I'll be okay.
It is
I-
beyond us.
Taps Mason's shoulder and well, our last friend died, but I'll make sure you don't.
Our last two friends.
Oh, sorry, 2. Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
I'm
But you're
going
different.
to.
You're built different.
I'm gonna take that as it was supposed to be comforting. So thank you, Garnet.
I think I like panned up my map and I saw that Brock's Kirby was just engulfed. I thought rolls would not be on fire. I think you'll
But
That's
also,
right.
yeah,
You're on a bound. You're on a bound. Look, Ariana's out. Balvarex. Please take care of her. We'll be taking
Oh.
Mason as payment.
He's
Yeah, like the-
collecting snacks already from the food hall for when she wakes up.
thank you, Balvi. I'll owe you one.
Like as Garnet walks out the door, she'll just be like, "Yeah, we'll just say the drugs came from Balvi."
No. Basically going to stand up. No, Balvi, no. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. It's fine. We will not. No, won't happen. Won't happen. Garnet.
Yes, it's just down the hall.
Turns to Hathor, just how it's
You get
fine.
used to
Never
it.
mind. It's fine.
So it's just this guy trying to be summoned.
He's trying to summon himself.
I will go have my shadows teabag the teleportation zone. Proceed to teabag
I need you
in
to
an
roll,
effort to taunt.
I need you to roll a persuasion check to convince the Phoenix Knights not to immediately smite the hell beast that you're riding on.
The horse I'm on? Well, it's because I'm riding the horse. They need to be persuaded not to
Yeah,
dismount
because it's
me?
evil. It's a fiend. It's in league with the Infernals. It is an abomination that must be purged.
But it's
A
just
mal-
a baby.
A malevolent. It's not a baby. As it as it paws at the crushed skulls of the devils.
Eats the corpse of its former rider.
The two. Welcome back to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. That's right, the points are just like begging Garnet for your life. I'm tormented by gnomes, and I'll be your dungeon master today.
Fuck me, Bo.
And we've got Crowan, Leg Day, Lemon Kiwi.
That one for personal attacks is demonetized real fast.
Crowan, how you be?
That was funny. Caught me off guard. Be pretty good actually. Great news today at the local, like, really cool queer bar in the area that burnt down like a year ago is reopening tomorrow. So
nice.
Big dubs. Absolutely excited for that. Cool.
So nobody should ask you for anything on Friday, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Legs, what were you doing on stream? I saw you playing like Game Guesser. Were you doing that for 6 hours, or what else were you up to?
I played a lot of Marvel Rivals today, just doing some fun in games with my chat for community stuff. But I really like Game Duel because I am it's very special interest for me, you know. I'm good at identifying those game covers in many cases. It's like,
Years of watching Zero Punctuation and Holy Emblematic pay off.
Watching them low budget animate on crudely drawn legs has very much filled my brain with this.
Lemon is cursed and cannot see legs, so she's giving it the old F5. Yeah, screw it, everybody F5, except me. That would probably break everything. I told everybody's F5ing.
Okay, yeah. Okay, there he is. Did Crowan have the same problem?
No, I just said everybody F5, and they were like, okay.
Okay.
Is Crowan back for you?
Yeah, it was just leg that like disappeared. And, okay, we're good. Sorry.
Technology is reliable, and this channel has a scuffed emote for a reason. What's going on, Lemon? How are things in your world?
Oh, good. I don't know who's gonna beg for their life today, but we'll see, I guess.
So many options.
It's me when you threaten to kill me and my entire bloodline.
No, that's too much work.
I mean,
it's a lot of work.
If you suggest it to the Master Necromancer, the easiest way is often the best way, and we have access to Mantra. He's like right there.
You have your ancestry.com available.
Ooh, actually lost that info. Darn.
Your family tree is now a hit list.
Literally.
I just want to talk to your mums.
Just real quick. Don't worry about it. When last we left our heroes, their dungeon master had an uncontrollable yawning problem. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's probably unclean living.
Maybe you're tired.
I haven't been to confession for too long. God's punishing me. Anyways, lapsed Catholicism aside, when last we left our heroes, they had discovered the truth behind Mason's heritage. They tracked his people all the way back to the offspring of the infernal Imago, the Mirror Keeper, a being known as Conscare, who the scion of the entire bloodline, who went forth and brought forth a family of tieflings who eventually fled to the lands now known as Auryx and were assimilated by the Golden Dragon tribe. They learned that all of this is a plan to use the descendants of Conscare as a gigantic spell that's been accumulating power over the centuries, and when that spell is completed, it will be powerful enough to bind a god. That spell can only be completed if Conscare and a member of the latest generation of that bloodline voluntarily, willingly place their hands together. The Academy is dedicating magical resources to learning more about Conscare in order to solve this threat. Meanwhile, an uprising of the cult known as the Faithful, the cult of the dragons of the world before, has seized control of a Bothotlan fort and are now marching north towards one of the larger Bothotlo settlements. At the same time, a new Ravener horde is descending from the Windscour Hills towards the Dune Riders, and even though they recently defeated the sinister horde with the help of Ioth Academy, they are still recovering from terrible battles. Their army is on its way to meet them right now, but Ioth Academy has pledged to assist. Finally, an invasion of gnolls in the elven kingdom of Nenri opens up a unique opportunity for our heroes to infiltrate that realm and try to save the humans who are trapped beneath the water so that their psychic energy can be siphoned off by Athalor's uncle and father, and the king of Nenri. Lots of this is happening in a very short time span. The next thing that is going to happen is our heroes are going to take Sventisco and go to the army that's marching towards Bothotlan in an attempt to negotiate peace, preventing civil war from breaking out on their western front. Garnet recently absorbed her creation/tutor, the Shadow Fae enchantress Lurkale. After losing her master Ika Elnau, she decided that Lurkale could not be trusted, especially because an army is marching through the plains of Shadow towards Onderud, Athalor's home. The consequences of this act have yet to reveal themselves. Am I missing anything key and recent, gang?
We succeeded in recreating the Mantle of the North Wind.
Oh yeah, that's like thing.
One less problem.
Plotline resolved. It's like when you look at your quest journal and there's one checked off and a million left. Actually, there's a few checked off. The campaign's been going on for a while.
Ostensibly, Sapphire Zika are on side now, so chop chop lads. Let's get hustling, shall we?
100%. All right. You have a day or two before the diplomatic mission to Bothotlan is launched. Untermaler is making contact with the leader of the Eluitolel army in order to set up these talks. They are hostile to Ioth Academy and Brontha, which is going to make this difficult. But Untermaler has had a lot of success as a diplomat and an envoy for the Academy. While he works on that, you will be left to your own devices. Just like last time, you may all, basically when you all ready up, we'll move to the next plot event. Before we get to that, are there any scenes you would like to initiate? Is there any business your characters would like to tend to?
Fairly chill.
I think Mason is going to try to, I don't know, somehow try to like research the viability of that, like trying to end this spell that's on his family's horns by finding a way to safely go to the mirror plane and kind of like sending off that energy and kind of nullifying it. Yeah, try to, I guess, in any way you can, like research that.
Yeah, this is very complicated stuff that you're trying to do. I will have you roll either an investigate check to search through the library or a arcana check as usual. Also, chat has gifted you the Spark of Inspiration. Either you all gain 1 point of inspiration that doesn't expire until used, or you may request a hint or clue from the Dungeon Master.
I had a thought to maybe if Mason wanted to share that with the party or what he's working on. I have a spell called Mirror Variant, and I wonder the possibility about using high level magic to extend the duration of it so that we could have basically Mason as a mirror variant go to the mirror plane, because this is basically like a perfect illusion that can basically act as a person. So it would be him, but not him. I don't know. DM.
Interesting.
DM
So
question
you're positing using the level 1 spell Mirror Variant as the seed spell for a more complicated either high magic ritual or custom created spell or something like that.
Yeah, because it's only a duration of 1 minute. So if he wanted to safely go to the mirror plane, we could make a mirror variant of him that would go in his stead, and it would just ideally need to last more than 1 minute, and he would have control over it, and cast spells and do all the shit, but it wouldn't affect his physical sense if it were damaged.
If a new mirror variant entered the mirror realm, would it just spawn a second mantra?
So
how the fuck does that work?
It's an illusion though, so I don't know if illusions can even
probably
be mirrored.
This is a weird area of magic. I don't think anyone has the answers to this, so you're going to be researching it. Congratulations, you are once again in uncharted territory.
Just like an idea of safe passage.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and I think at the end of last week or near the end of last week, Munchred mentioned it to like that's what he was thinking about to people, so you'd know. But that was on his mind at least. Interesting. I wonder. It could be like a little like testing grounds at the very minimum of like going to this little pocket of
like sending a probe
mirror plane. Yeah. Because that could be a way to test out like if there's actually a way to get into mirror plane that's like blocked off from getting attacked by your mirror clone or bad shit happening.
Right.
Or it could be for something else that I don't quite know yet because that's magic stuff that's very ambiguous and fucky.
Mm-hmm.
We would just need to extend the duration and probably the range. Because I know extend is duration, but I don't know how to extend range.
So under normal circumstances, the mirror variant would be able to pass through a gate, because a gate makes it act like two places are actually adjacent to each other. So if your mirror variant used something that teleports you, like when you pass through a mirror into the realm of mirrors, the mirror doesn't usually stay open for very long. It's like just long enough for you to get pulled through or to enter it. So you'd need to have a mirror that was like you'd either need to modify the spell so you could project it and control it in a different plane of existence, or you would also need to stabilize and hold open a portal to the plane of mirrors for the duration.
Oh yeah, because we don't know the distance between here and the mirror plane, so that would...
No, the distance is like null. It's undefined. It's an invalid variable.
So
because
it doesn't matter, you're saying?
Range doesn't matter unless you have a stable portal.
Right.
Because like if you cast a gate spell, which you guys have used many times, just opens a huge gate, right? And you can see through the gate and you can shoot through the gate, because as far as the universe is concerned, these two locations actually are adjacent to each other. It's like Portal from the game Portal. Whereas when you cast teleport or plane shift, you just pop from one place to another. Those two places don't touch. You just go from point A to point B. And most of the time when you pass through a mirror, it like is only open long enough for you to go through, and then it immediately closes and the mirror is just a mirror again. And so when it closes, it's now a separate plane of existence, and there's no line of effect between you and it. So normally effects that you're concentrating on or whatever would stop existing. But it may be possible to modify the spell to allow it to be cross-planar.
Okay. Well, I guess anyway, would do some research in the library and mention if anyone wanted to come along and help or look at whatever.
Okay.
Could help with rolls.
Arcana.
Guidance.
An 8.
Guidance. This one. That word is the.
Yes, I know some of these words.
Okay. I'll circle myself as well. So with guidance.
I like how Crowan rolled and then Mantra rolled.
Yeah, I always forget to change to
Crowan
my
intelligence
character.
versus Mantra intelligence, you know?
Surely. I always forget to change it. So 31.
Okay.
Arcana.
This is super, super complicated, and you are finding some good information here, but this is going to take experimentation and tests as well, because there's a lot of unknown things here. What is your end goal?
Just in general with this whole process.
With magic, what are you trying to accomplish?
Trying to accomplish a way to get into the mirror plane safely, somehow theoretically convince this person to go into the mirror plane as well and join together in a way that breaks the spell and have some kind of conduit of energy to release it and put it somewhere else that doesn't actually do the thing it was intended to do.
Enter the mirror plane, convince Conscare to enter the mirror plane, complete Imago Circle, diffuse, deactivate the spell.
Yep.
Okay, that's what you're researching. So step 1 is enter the mirror plane safely.
Yeah.
And you have that rune that Doakai created, and you were looking into ways to modify it or to use it through a different lens. So the rune, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, that idea was to make it so that like it creates a little. I know it's like antithetical to like mirror planes, whatever that rune, but to somehow modify it to just prevent mirror like beings or whatever from being in anywhere where the mirror plane exists. If there's a way to do that, and
like
also
push
I guess
them
I
out.
forgot. Yeah, to push them out, and also for Garnet's spell, mirror variant. If there's a way to safely have that be a kind of conduit for mantra to go in there and diffuse the spell that way, if there's a way to do that, or at least like scat it out, see if that just can work at all.
Garnet, go ahead and roll a research check of some kind.
I'll do Arcana.
Nice. Circle
Okay.
for you.
Oh yeah.
So-
the circle guidance.
All right. Garnet, mirror variant. 31. For the duration, you can cast spells as though you were in the illusion space. Okay, so your thinking works here. The issue is you can't see through the mirror variant's eyes. You still have to use your own senses. So it can cast spells for you, but if you don't have line of sight, if you somehow aren't able to see into the mirror plane where it is, you can't actually target it. That being said, this spell, this mega spell, all that's required is for the two to join hands.
So if we just put a bomb on the fucking illusion, like some Arcana bomb, where as soon as it touches, it fucking explodes. But
So Garnet,
metaphorically,
what your research has shown you is that you are going to need more than this spell, but this spell is way more likely to succeed in this than anything else would, because trying to project, like if you tried to project a mirror variant into the plane of shadow or into the underworld or something like that, it'd be super, super hard. But if you try to project a mirror variant into the plane of mirrors, it's not automatic, but it's going to be much, much easier to accomplish. You need some additional spells and magic to make this work, and you need some additional data, but you believe your theory is correct.
because I also have this, that I could maybe send with the variant.
Okay.
Because I hesitate bringing putting Una or just anything else, because Una could be cloned and messed up, and
Una.
this one
Light
would
Una?
help our census problem.
So this spell can't cross planes of existence. So that's a similar thing you're going to have to work on.
Oh.
When it comes to awareness and control, maybe simulacrum would be a good basis to work with.
Simulacrum
there's
is...
no limit on how far it can go, so as long as we keep that teleport open.
Yeah, if you have a
That's
stable
fine?
open portal,
Okay.
this works.
Okay, so just keep.
If you have a mirror that you have forced open and prevented it from closing, this works.
Also, question. So I'm thinking to check if I'm thinking about this properly again. So like the way that this whole rune thing is set up, whereas if Mason and Conscare join in the not mirror world and in the real world, then the spell would go off as intended. But in the mirror world, it'd be the reverse, and it would, if it had some more energy to go, nullify and cross out. Right. Okay.
Correct.
Cool.
You'd basically be making one of those. It's like an electrical cord, but it just has prongs at both ends, and if you plug it in, it blows up a circuit.
Yeah. Okay.
That
big.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to accomplish during this time?
I'll go and train with Chad a little bit more.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
$17 plus.
You are absolutely coming along.
20. Nice.
20. Yeah. You're
getting there.
Every day, your ability to wield, not just like heft it and the muscles that you need, the specific muscles that do that work, right? You've been doing muscle sports, so you're in good shape, but these movements require specific types of strength. You've built all that up now, and you're really focusing on technique.
Can move it effectively.
Exactly. and you can swing it with strength, you can block. You just don't know the intricacies of how to see when when to attack and like when to block and reading the battle and all that kind of stuff. But you've got all the the moves, you can do all the moves. You just don't know when to use them and how fast. But you're a quick study. All right. Is there anything else that the party wishes to do before you depart? The Ioth have halted their march briefly outside the Bothotlan settlement of Neshnesh, and they have agreed to meet with you. They have set the location and made it extremely clear that any act of betrayal or attack or even an attempt to magically manipulate them will result in bloodshed.
Do we have any insight as to what they, one, what they wanted initially with attacking, and two, what they might want to have them to stand down?
Roll a history check. You do know some of this information, but a history check will help.
The Bothotlan rebels, right?
The Bothotlan rebels, yes.
How do you spell their name? That name you said?
Yeah. Ioth Holel.
Thanks.
Lucky dice. Okay.
It translates to faithful.
Okay. Plus
18.
Circles, so
okay.
23.
You also have girlfriend buff here.
Oh shit. Love that.
Because the Kizjon was founded by Sventisco, your girlfriend. But she was working with Kepesk, an adult blue dragonborn in Gildenverge. Kepesk was a member of the Ioth. He also happened to be a mirror clone. But because of that, while he never fully inducted Sventisco into their religion, a lot of their philosophy and belief and stuff sort of rubbed off on her. He was sharing with her enough of it to sort of start guiding her in that direction without ever initiating her into its secrets. So she has a lot of insight into them. The Ioth believe that the dragons of the world before, the 7 dragons of the Silent City who shattered and broke the Infernals in their armies, are the key to Anakra's salvation. They believe that the 10 dragon gods were created by the sovereigns, and the sovereigns couldn't defeat the Infernals. Therefore, the sovereigns, the titans, the dragon gods, none of them are strong enough to free Anakra. They were established sometime after the death of Arakura, when the Infernals took over almost everything. So they effectively pray to the dragons of the world before. They believe that they are the key, and they are extremely hostile to Brontha and to Ioth Academy. They were the ones who tried to kill Marason with assassins. Now, they were being manipulated by an agent of Imago at the time, but a lot of that still spread. And now Bothotlan is in either a formal alliance or a shadow alliance with both Brontha and Ioth Academy. They took over one of their strongholds, one of their fortresses, and they're basically moving to seize control of this city, and their demands are to break off contact with those two or get and probably get massive repayments from Brontha, or violence against Brontha for what they did. And yet they've agreed to meet with embassies from Ioth Academy. You are not sure how Untermuller pulled that off.
So they're not happy with the reparations that Brontha already offered?
Yeah.
They want more money or a different kind? Or
they don't think that Bothotlan should extend any friendship whatsoever to Brontha.
Oh, so they just don't care about Brontha at all. Okay.
Right. They hate Brontha, effectively.
Wait, did you mention why they originally hated Brontha, or why they do hate Brontha?
They only hate Brontha because of their violence against Bothotlan when Marason was looking for Garnet. They don't have a specific thing for it. Why they don't like Ioth Academy? Ioth Academy kind of wiped out one of their cells at one point, and also Ioth Academy doesn't adhere to their philosophy. Ioth Academy pretty much is like, yeah, those dragons should stay exactly where they are.
Okay.
So that's where they stand. That's their deal. Untermaler is the technical leader of this expedition, but he's going to rely heavily on Sventisco to do a lot of the talking. And he wants the three of you to go along to keep an eye out for trouble, and in case you have any unorthodox ideas and ways to help, because you often have those. Any other questions?
Should I not be there?
That's a really good point.
there's always disguising yourself.
Yeah, I might see Garnet and get
He
triggered.
goes my mustache.
Yeah, the grandma Mark's glasses.
Yeah, this is an optional mission. I know originally you thought you were going to have to split up to do different things, but the timeline doesn't require that. But this is an optional mission. So Garnet, you can either stay behind, in which case I will be switching back and forth to you, but you're going to be sitting out a lot of the episode, or you can go in disguise. I do have a B plot for you if that happens.
I'll go, but I don't know if I want to disguise yet. Because
Okay.
maybe Garnet thinks that she could talk to them? Because she
Okay.
got through to Sventisco and other Botholo people.
Mhm.
You know, she kind of led that whole reparation, or tried to.
Mhm.
So would hope that they could convince them as well, unless Mason
Okay.
was strongly against it, in which case I would disguise.
Yeah,
help.
probably not strongly against it, but I would say, like, I mean, it is like risky, and if the reparations that Bronth offered were not enough, like, if things are gonna go very poorly, I don't know, be prepared maybe to like offer some stuff to them.
Bitch, I
maybe.
didn't kill anybody in this situation,
know, yeah.
surprisingly. So it's like
For once, it's not me.
it's not my
Wasn't
fault.
me.
It wasn't me.
I'm
Yeah,
doing
it doesn't
some
matter.
procurement prep when it comes to scrolls.
Mhm.
I'd like to grab a second level scroll of enhance ability.
Okay.
And a scroll of major image.
Done. Does anyone else have any requisitions? Tell you what, everybody take a potion of healing,
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
and everyone take a
five of them.
potion of acid resistance.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good idea. Where are you? Potions of healing. I need to increment.
Actually, I do have one. I get a scroll of calm emotions.
Okay. Remember that they said that any magical manipulation is grounds for violence.
Yeah.
Based on our knowledge of how they attacked Marisol and all that, do
Mhm.
anything we need to watch out for besides the acid?
We've got that
Assassins.
gem of true seeing.
They have assassins.
Okay. Yeah, because our gem of true seeing's fucked because Elno had it and she blew up. So our only gem of true seeing would be on Bronta, which
Mhm.
we can go and pick up real quick, but I don't know if we also have more of those somewhere.
The Academy can rustle up another one, I think. It's been long enough since one of those was, so they'll go ahead and requisition one.
Okay.
You're the eyes. You're disguised as a gem of true seeing monocle.
And
Anything
for
else?
the gem, are we acting like it is like a lens that we can just look through, or is it like a charge that I have to pop and tell you when I pop it and whatever?
Let's take a look at the item.
Because I thought I remember rules is written that it's like a charge, but if you rule it to be like a lens, I don't really care.
Gem of Seeing. It has 3 charges. You speak its command word and you get 10 minutes of true sight. That is how it works.
Okay, so I'll tell you, I guess, when
You pop it. Same with those potions. If you're going to pop them, let me know.
Are those also 10 minutes?
Acid resistance is an hour.
Oh, okay. Then we can just do it before we go.
All right, so you'll just go ahead and have those on. I'm going to trust you all to keep track of that because I have enough shit on my plate, frankly.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other preparations you want to make?
See if Mason's attuned to the Shield of Anderud. in case Mason gets into a position where he's gonna be stabbed.
Well, I'm not currently. I could be.
+2 AC might be useful.
True. Surely we won't need all that. It won't escalate into violence.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm not gonna start it.
Guess
Once I'm not worried about
tune
that.
to Cloak of the Bat, I guess, for the shield.
Oh, leg. Oh, robot.
He's getting Atlantic Oceaned. He's being cast into the Shadow Realm. Alas, poor Athalor.
+2 AC.
It's a dancing shield, I think it's called.
What is it? Dance.
Or it might not.
Okay.
It might not be called that.
Oh, animated shield.
Animated shield. There we go.
Okay.
Anime shield.
It's an anime shield. It's +5 protection from weebs.
Oh, hell yeah.
What if
It's
I am the
Issei
weeb?
kind of sus.
I hated that.
And he's gone.
Do that. Get a little scroll of mage armor for myself. 14 AC. Big.
And he's back.
Hello.
I see him
Hello.
in OBS,
Hello.
but I don't see him in VDO. Can we hear you?
It's an upload issue. I can hear you guys.
No, we cannot hear you.
I can hear
I hear
legs.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, Lex, can you F5 for the Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Nope. It started working right before you said that.
Oh, no.
Could I get some scuffed in chat, please? If that emote is still active.
Hello.
He lives.
That's when I thought we were done. They came up with new ways to make being British shit.
All right. Was there anything else you wanted to do? Are you attuning to the animated shield?
Yes. Anime shield attuned to.
All right. Make sure that you have you know what items you're attuned to, and this meeting will be taking place in the late afternoon, so it will be sunny, relatively sunny.
Okay, no Cloak with the Bat. Yes, anime shield.
Mm-hmm. All right. With the usual cadre of war mages and heavily armored wardens, you teleport to a safe location, a small Bothotlan village. The folk who live here, a lot of them are nomadic. Not all of them are. There's permanent settlements, but a lot of them wander from settlement to settlement as well. So there's sort of like a core settlement built around a cave system, and then a couple of structures built up there, and then a lot of tents. Your arrival is definitely odd to them. They've seen there's all sorts of different people. It's not just humans and Dragonborn who dwell as part of the Bothotlo tribe, but Minotaurs are pretty rare, and heavily armored spellcasters are pretty rare. But you're not there for very long, as each of you takes to carpets of flying, and the entire group makes their way to the south towards the meeting place. As you soar over the desert, if I could have all of you roll perception checks. What do your elf eyes see?
Ooh.
Wow, not as much as
Okay. Looking down. Crap, I'm going to have to pull this up now. Looking down, the army is following what you suppose are standard Bothotlo tactics. Yes, they are trained to fight in rank and file. Yes, they get standard infantry training and stuff, but they also hide a lot of their camps. They use tents that blend in. They use camouflage nets, and they have encamped themselves to the south of the settlement of Nesh in a series of hills. The Bothotlan lands are very innately hilly. They have found a particularly treacherous area to set up in, and Mantra, you can see all sorts of little ambushes hidden around the outskirts of the main army. They have lots of sentinels in hiding. They've set up lots of, not necessarily traps, but like places where they're lurking and waiting to shoot at choke points, so on and so forth.
Okay, I mean, we'll definitely inform everyone of that as indiscreetly as possible.
As to their overall strength, it's it's a sizable army. It's definitely several hundred, maybe over 1,000 warriors. Athalor, because you've been studying statecraft, your analysis is that this army has a weight of 11.
Weight of 11? Like there's 11 of them? Or...
No, that's like its abstract score of how strong it is. Rantha's strongest army was like 20 or something. Ioth Academy's strongest army is up in the high 20s, I think. So it's like a medium-sized army.
And weight is a measure of both personnel and equipment / expertise.
No. Every unit has a weight value. So that's just like troops. That's just troops. It doesn't tell you about the quality of the troops. It doesn't tell you about the skill of the commander. None of that.
Gotcha. Do these... How many of these guys look like they were not professional soldiers?
None of them.
Okay.
Maybe the scouts. Maybe some of the scouts are irregulars who are recruited, but it really seems like most of these were drawn from Bothotlo's armed forces.
And age-wise, they're all like adults?
Oh, you're pretty high up there, so it's hard to see from up here. And they have some kobolds amongst them, so it's hard to gauge age. But as you land, you have to fly south all the way over their army and land at a point to the south of them where they have set up a designated landing spot. It is marked for you with dancing light spells, a sort of glow red, indicating this is where you're supposed to go. And I have a map.
Did they suggest to us where we should fly from?
No,
Okay,
they did not suggest where you fly from. They suggested where you should go. They didn't say fly over our whole army. That was
okay. So they aren't on there. They need to see how much shit we're packing before we negotiate.
Yeah. Honestly, standard Bothotlan tactics is to not let you see how strong they are. Like, they tried to conceal the strength of their army. You just happened to be really eagle-eyed and see a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly warriors with a good number of archers mixed in amongst them. Okay. Map time.
Nap time. I thought you said nap time. I was like,
it's nap time. That's why all the yawns.
As soon as I said it.
Here's you. And up to the left is them. This is obviously only a very, very small portion of their army, like the other large-scale warfare scenes you've seen.
So are we outnumbered like 100 to 1 type of ratio, or what's our ratio?
Yeah, like not in this immediate vicinity. In this immediate vicinity, you're outnumbered probably like a factor of 4 or 5, but overall, you're outnumbered by a factor of several hundred.
Or as Garnet would call it, fair.
A good challenge.
All right. Upon your descent, you can see the rebel army sort of taking up positions. They have their weapons, but they have their weapons clearly displayed. Like their bows are out, but no arrows are knocked. They don't have like arrows at the ready. They're just sort of like ready in case you try any shit. Go ahead and give me an insight check, please. Eight. 7.
They're really mad at us.
6. There we go.
20. The atmosphere is apprehensive, I would say. Untermuller turns to each of you.
I will announce ourselves, and Sventisco will address them when I yield the floor to her. For the rest of you, if you have something to say, let me know so I can introduce it properly. Please don't just interject. I don't want to cause any unnecessary violence. Understood?
Yep.
Yes, Master Untermuller. Athel's going to hand off a scroll of major image to Mantra in case Sventisco needs some illustrations. And I would like to cast Enhance Ability on Sventisco with Eagle's Splendor.
Okay.
So that's going to be my concentration marked for an hour.
And that's from the scroll, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
To give her advantage on all charisma checks.
Untermaler is going to go ahead and lead the group up onto the platform. He's going to bring the soldiers with him, and he's going to bring Sventisco with him. And the rest of you are welcome to be up here. If you are, please hang back. Otherwise, go ahead and put yourself just off site. He's going to set up the battle mages and warden to protect you as well.
Who wants to go where?
I'm following you. I'm following you. I don't want to go.
Be over here.
Can we be on a similar level?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
figure similar verticality is good for line of sight. You know, just for reasons. I'll start messing with the figures a little bit as well. Save Gnome some jobs there.
Thank you. Action figures.
I am Inril Untermaler, General of the armies of Ioth Academy, Master of the Tower of War. I come to you in the spirit of peace. We ask you to end your assault on the people of Bothotlan, on your own people, and on the settlement of Neshnesh.
The kobolds assembled directly in front of him. Chat just played a Tillabek card.
Well, goodbye, Master Untermaler. It's been fun.
It's only a tier 1 card, but it's called Fear and Loathing. And I'm pretty sure that's to poison the well here. The kobolds in front of Master Untermaler are all heavily armored. And they're in sort of, their armor looks ceremonial almost. They step to the side. And you hear a rich, large voice emanating from the cave. I thought we'd at least merit the attention of an archmage. You know what kind of message it sends to send your general here? And a shape begins to emerge, gleaming, its horns first, its neck swaying back and forth, wings scraping the top of the tunnel, as a copper dragon comes out of the cave.
Jesus fuck.
Oh.
One of the battle mages near you mutters, "The intelligence report did not say anything about a dragon."
Yeah, no kidding.
How do you miss a dragon?
Copper dragons are sneaky, all right?
If you're blind.
Untermaler hesitates when they mention the Archmage.
The Archmage has always entrusted me to be both the fist of war and the hand of peace. And it is that hand I offer to you today.
There's a bit of a murmur amongst them. The Archmage. Garnet, you brought a shadow to life once before. Couldn't you just do that again?
Wait, who's talking to me? You? DM?
Nobody's talking to you.
The voices?
Like, you made Lurkley real with blood.
Yeah.
If Elle now still has a shadow, you could make her real with blood.
True.
And Elle now is always kind of shades of gray. It's really unlikely that the shadow version of her would be outright evil, right? It probably pretty much the same. And it'd be a lot easier than all this bullshit everybody's talking about with reconstitution spells and all that stuff. You could totally do it.
Yeah, I could, probably.
Anyways,
What the fuck? What is that? Go on.
Fucking soliloquy over here.
Sventisco steps forward. And as she does, the light of the sun in the west, which is closing over the hills and starting to cast things into shadow, gleams on her hair, on the strands of living copper that are still growing out of her head. And as she walks forward with her head held high and her shoulders back, she looks taller. She looks like she commands this space. Like, even for the people here who are taller than her, even a dragon, she approaches it like an equal. And it is very easy to believe that she is, just in the way that she comports herself. And she places her hands on her hips, and she starts speaking in Draconic. And her voice echoes loudly, like it's a loudspeaker. It is clearly audible, more clear and louder than Inril Untermaller's booming voice was. It carries across the entire canyon. How many of you speak Draconic?
Not me.
Not a Scooby.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Man, I should have written this down. I had all sorts of badass lines for her. We'll see if any of them spring back into my head. She speaks loudly and clearly, and it's kind of hard to tell from here, Athalor and Garnet, but Mason, she's being very sarcastic when she talks to them. She introduces herself by her full name, Sventisco Neshnesh Bothotlan. That's my home that you're marching towards. The last time blood was shed in my home, it was by Brontha's hands. So are you trying to outdo them? Is this a competition? Are you mad at them so you're going to try to kill more of my friends and family than them? She just like launches into it. And Athalor and Garnet, you don't understand what she's saying, but the vibe is really weird in here.
Would Mason maybe translate to us, or is this like he thinks he's leaving out, or I don't up to him?
No,
yeah. What I mean, if it's reasonable, I could be standing next to them and just like whispering, like
100%. It's incredibly easy to hear. Like, it's supernaturally easy to hear her. It's like she's using a cantrip to boom her voice or something.
Right, that there was no intelligence about a copper dragon. Can you use the gem of trucing and see if it's actually a dragon?
Oh, okay. We'll pop the charge and look over.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm like hidden. I'm like off to the side. I'm like doing.
We're not manipulating them.
Like,
No. It's something completely different. It is something utterly different.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like, she's using magic, witch.
I'm the
witch. Garnet, as you look up, searching for mirror clones, searching for any signs of deception and such, you see a fox-headed figure leaning against the rock that you did not see a moment ago.
Like we've seen this guy before, right?
The creature, yeah, I think you saw it meeting with the general of
the
the
chick. Athalor's mom.
General of the Shadow Army.
Yeah, I think he was talking with the general of the Shadow Army. And
Oh.
And Garnet, you see him. He's not watching the proceedings. He's watching all of you. And when you look up at him, he looks directly at you and goes, "Ugh." What do you do?
I'm trying to. Can I do like a magical entities?
Yeah, with
check?
advantage.
Like, what is this guy?
It's a fiend. It's a daemon, a Yugoloth. It's a neutral evil fiend. They are highly intelligent spellcasters and keepers of knowledge. It's called an Arcanoloth. Let me see what else.
Are they Zethius aligned?
They aren't specifically Zethius aligned, but Zethius is very compatible with them. They are often known to be Zethius aligned. They speak and write all languages. They are cunning diplomats and negotiators. This being is impeccably dressed. Let me see if I can get you full art here. You know what? I'll go ahead and show you everything because you got the download.
Oh, cute.
Adjust lore when necessary to remove non-anochrone things. But yeah. They're highly intelligent. They are spellcasters. They can read and write all languages. They can shapeshift and disguise themselves to look like anything they want to. And they can cast invisibility at will without using a spell slot. It's just one of their natural powers.
I can do that.
So
how has nobody like this is a clan of spies and no one has seen the invisible guy?
Not out here.
Oh. Can I send him a message? Did you want to say something?
Is the dragon a real dragon?
Oh yeah, that too.
It looks like a real dragon, yes.
Okay.
Not friend shaped. I'm just gonna say, who are you?
ASL.
Are you using the message spell?
Yeah.
And you're wearing a ring of mind shielding as well, right?
Yeah, but I'm allowing the vibe.
Yeah, the response here is allowed. Right.
I don't have any like somatic. My hands don't move. There's no vocal, whatever.
Garnet. I should have expected this.
That didn't answer my question. But hi, I'm Garnet.
One moment, please. Hello, Garnet. You can call me Kustiak.
Kustiak. Okay. What are you curious about? Can I field any questions for you during the show?
I'm actually here to talk to Avalor at the moment.
Well, you're gonna have to go through me first. I am his secretary.
Interesting.
She screens my calls.
I thought you were more of a shadow mage, void wielder, figure of prophecy. I did not know that secretary was one of your distinctions.
Flattery is great, but yeah, a girl can be good at many things. So
is it flattery when you're just reciting facts?
Thank you. So what do you want with that, Lord?
I'm here to offer him an alternative.
To what?
To the situation with his uncle.
Ooh.
And his home.
Oh, well, you're yapping with the Shadow Army, so I don't know if we can really be at the same table here.
I'm pretty sure that makes me the exact person you want at the table.
Well, you're working with the bad guys, so I don't really know.
You have a lot to learn in this regard. That's okay. You're still young. Yes, I am yapping with the Shadow Army. I know who controls them. I know what their objectives are. I know what their plans are. I'm willing to offer all of that.
Okay. For what?
For some things that mostly only Athalor knows.
Well, I know
Concerning-
everything Athalor knows. We've been friends for years, so.
Then the details of his experience with the otherworldly entity known as Lamriel, the years that he spent bonded to this entity, the nuances and details of the nature of that entity. You've got to be well informed about this, but you didn't exactly share a head with Lamriel since birth. So, no offense, I do imagine he has some unique insights.
I was in Lamriel's head for like a hot minute. I took control of him, so I could know things, but...
Well then, you're definitely welcome to be part of this conversation. That would be useful as well.
Why are you here, though, and not just... Why didn't you just roll up at the academy, send a letter? Like, you're kind of...
Going to the academy would be suicide. Frankly. I'm less afraid of being killed than I am afraid of being trapped in an iron flask, sealed in a gem, imprisoned in a circle of runes, that sort of thing. I figured out and about, why not have one negotiation during another? While this is happening, Sventisco is just popping off. She is, she knows some of their dogma, right? She knew Kepesk. She knows who they are. She can speak their language to them, and she's using that to make fun of them and the hypocrisy of what they're doing right now. So she's just going off, and nobody is speaking over her yet. Like, even the only person speaking up is the Copper Dragon, who is basically doing little pokes and barbs and insults, and she just snaps right back at him.
I was just thinking, damn girl, you go, okay.
Is there a Bothotlan culture of like lively debate?
Yes. Very much. Oh
Thank
no.
God for Eagle Splendor.
Oh no.
Let's see if she's got anything special here.
Should we, like, gift her an inspiration from our pool?
Inspiration doesn't help when she already has, you could gift her the Lucky God D8 that you got.
Yeah.
From chat. Okay. And she'll use her adaptive special ability as well to crank that up to a 17.
Okay, not bad.
All right, this is going to be a series of checks. And Garnet still hasn't read you in on what's going on. So I just wanted to give the two of you a bit of attention while that was happening. Anyways, back to... Sorry, go ahead, Athalor. If there's anything you wanted to interject now.
Athalor's going to trust Mason would know whether or not to use a major image for her, but she seems to have this. Like, the vibe is very much for she's in her flow state right now.
Yeah, just letting her cook, I think, right now is for the best. Let her go on.
Could I have Mason roll a religion check, please?
Yeah. Here it is.
Is Garnet looking at the Arcaloth the entire time she's messaging? Is she like staring off past that?
Does she still have like the eye up?
I'm trying to like look like I'm paying attention to the Sventisco conversation because I'm trying not to fuck things up and look like I'm casting spells. So. Maybe I'm like, maybe because since Athalor is so close to me, would maybe see like my facial expressions of like, what the fuck? And like,
just receiving some of the fuck.
But I don't know how much that would coincide with Sventisco being a crazy bitch right now and be going.
I guess like, do you speak Draconic?
It's just like Mason's whispering, and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Okay, strange reaction, but sure, okay.
It'll take me a minute to finish this conversation before I loop them in, because I'm thinking like I gotta keep Athalor from this rat.
Athalor, are you wearing a ring of mind shielding?
No.
In your head,
I'm open for business.
A sort of velvety voice. Who's your friend talking to?
Sorry.
Your friend.
She's talking.
Garnet, who's she talking to?
I don't think she's talking to anyone. She's
Are-
mostly listening.
No, she seems like she's talking. A lot. And I don't think you're being included in that conversation. That's weird.
Who is this?
There's no response. Garnet, the message is still going back and forth between the two of you. The last thing he said was, you can be included in this conversation. I would be interested in that as well. What you learned from dominating him as well. And Athor, feel free to interject because your brain just got poked. Go ahead, Garnet.
So your trade is that you want to learn more about Lamriel, and you're offering what alternative?
I can save Onderoot.
Yeah, so can I, brother. Like, what are we talking about? What can you do? You're a little fox guy.
Wow. I thought you were supposed to be an expert on this sort of thing. That's surprising and disappointing. Well,
He laughs out loud, and now you see me just laughing during Sventy's ghost speech.
But yes, I know who's leading that army. I know where they're going. I know what they're trying to do. I know when they'll be there. All sorts of useful things for anybody who wanted to stop them from turning Onderoot into a ruin.
And why are you picking Athlor's side here to help?
Because I want to know what he knows.
Well, you like mind creatures? Can't you just read a book? Isn't that what your kind does?
These things are not in any of the books yet. Maybe if I learn enough, I can be the first one to write one.
Oh, quest for knowledge. Okay. Well, by the way, what's more suicidal is trying to have a conversation with me in front of a dragon when I know to spell magic. So...
I wasn't trying to have a conversation with you. You started it.
Well, I wasn't intending on looking at you. And now she's like visibly annoyed. Like, okay, we'll talk later. Just head us up after this whole thing and don't get us killed. And I won't do the same for you.
Let me know. Garnet, he flies. He just sort of floats directly up into the sky. Just
Jesus, you're looking up like
just the ascension. Except he just sort of has his hands folded pleasantly behind his back. And he just...
Did I just meet Fox Jesus?
You just see me looking up and I'm looking at you both. Like as Mason's like translating this conversation, I'm like,
it's like you feel okay? You're staring off into space.
By the way, Garnet, what he does, he flies up directly over you and then all the way behind you at almost exactly 120 feet. So he's way farther away from the dragon, but if you use the gem, you can still see him.
Is he flying away or is he just far standing?
He has a body blocking him from a dragon, I
yeah,
guess.
He puts you between him and the dragon, and he's 120 feet away from you.
And I kind of look behind us and look back, like, ourselves a visitor from that shadow, the little fox from the shadow thing, the shadow place.
Is he mad about Lurkley?
Oh, I didn't ask about that. Didn't care to. But he wants to talk with you after Athalor about learning more about your...
Me?
Yeah, I guess he's really curious about your uncle.
Oh, good. I was really hoping after you ate Lurkley that I was done with the shadow playing in general.
I don't like the term ate Lurkley, but...
Consumed?
No.
Does that work better for you?
No.
Ingested?
Flesh did not enter my mouth. Okay. But anyway, he wants to save Underood, and he knows all about us, so this is kind of weird.
He wants to save Underood, and he was from a shadow plane, yeah? Where you ended up, well, where we ended up putting that.
he wants to
Half the horde?
exchange information about Lamriel with information about the Shadow Army Horde. So we'll have to maybe discuss this with Untumaler, or I don't know if this guy's even legit. So he just flew off over there like Fox Jesus. He's over there. Points like 120 feet there. Just points that direction.
The battle mages are kind of, they're looking at the conversation and they kind of look over at you like, what's going on? Also, a handful of the wardens and a handful of the battle mages speak Draconic, and you can see like their faces go from, oh my god, what the fuck is she doing to? Yeah, exactly. Sheesh.
We're just gonna leave that guy over there for the duration of this, or what?
Is he just staying there? Can we wait until Santisco's done?
Yeah, I told him to hit us up after. He doesn't want to come to the academy. We should probably talk to Untumaler before engaging in this weird creature.
Yeah, probably.
Should we tell him right now?
There's a, by the way, again, there's a background of Santisco's booming voice just like popping off in Draconic to all of this. Carry on.
We'll let them have their diplomacy first, and then into the new information.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to smoke, because as soon as I told him I knew Dispel Magic, he flew that way. So I don't think he wants to be discussed right now.
Okay. Just keeps translating Santisco's things.
Ask the lore. So, who's she talking to?
I'm guessing you.
Well, I'm glad she shared it with you. Foolish as that may be, could have kept that behind her back, but she must be a good friend.
Say so. Why is it foolish to share with me when apparently you want to talk to me?
I'm sure that she could have used that to her advantage in some way if she chose to. Cut you out of the bargaining.
Bargaining?
Bargaining. I know the exact disposition of the forces currently on their way to turn your home into a ruin. I know why they're doing it. I know who they work for. I know when they're going to do it.
And you want to know about Lamriel and under it, apparently.
Yes.
What are you, some servant looking to collect more information?
There's many reasons that one would want to know more about an unprecedented transformation and an entity that is recorded nowhere in Anachron history. Plenty of reasons.
I'm sure you're aware of the danger that they pose as well.
Absolutely.
That makes me think that you and the sage aren't going to have a good chat about this.
I'm not talking to her. Am I?
Is that because of will or because of access?
She's not particularly open-minded.
Oh. And I'm more malleable, pragmatic?
Well, you're less likely to do something horrible to me immediately on sight. And more directly connected to the actual source of knowledge. You are, I would argue, one of the foremost experts. He was in your head for a very long time.
And you know he's not anymore.
Yes. Lovely new body you got for yourself, by the way. Very nice trick.
Mostly Garnet's doing. And the rest of Brontha. I'm going to try and avoid a city being burnt to the ground. But I am interested in talking.
Wonderful. You don't seem to be directly involved in the proceedings. Why don't we handle our business while they're handling theirs?
I glance over to Sventisco. How's our rap battle going?
There is a lot
with disadvantage if
Yeah.
need be.
Roll an insight, please. You don't need disadvantage because you can just you're going on a vibe check. You don't need a language to do a vibe check. 14. The entire army is getting rowdy. Not in a kill, maim, destroy sort of way, but just in like a uproarious, everyone's talking, everyone's, pitching in. They went from like being silent sentinels to just, there's a hubbub of draconic speech. It seems like there's a lot of disagreement in the ranks.
Good for us.
The dragon bellows something in draconic. Mason, you recognize it is a order for everyone to shut the fuck up and remember what we're fighting for. They've already proven that they can't save us. They can't even save themselves. We are the answer. They are frauds.
Wait, who's he calling frauds?
Brontha, Ioth Academy.
Oh, go on, Sven.
Yeah. Big.
I'm not as clever as Sven is right now. If I can think of an absolutely caustic comeback to that, I will say it. But she says a very eloquent version of "know you."
Rich words from a pretender dragon.
She and the gist of her argument, Crowan, is that what they're doing is entirely hypocritical. She knows a lot of them are scared. She knows a lot of them have reasons to turn away from Bothotlan and from the dragon gods. But she emphasizes that Bothotlan tells us to solve our problems and to be clever. We've never been dependent on our God for protection, just showing us the way. It has always been up to us to use our own tools and our own wits and whatever power we can muster. So how about you stop trying to fight and conquer the people who also want to defeat the Infernals, remember your roots, and come back with us. And that is why the army is in the process of dissipating. The dragon is completely losing control of the situation.
Let's fucking go.
And both of you who don't speak Draconic are getting that vibe. There's people, the army's just broken formation completely. They're not all leaving, but they're just having loud discussions with themselves. They've lost all cohesion.
Yeah, Mantra's translating and be like, damn, she's getting through to them. She's winning.
What we've seen of Bothotlan, when it comes to dragons of true power, they really feel the need to show themselves in that form. It's almost desperate that he's showing himself like that.
Yeah. Very much so.
I don't think he likes her very much.
Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it racist to say that he doesn't like his horde being taken apart? They seem to be often covetous creatures for lesser dragons. He stands as a threat to his stockpile of manpower, of belief.
Well, it's that that's making him look like an idiot.
A few people enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. I don't imagine this.
Be upstaged by an upstart.
As the army starts to break apart and literally start to go pack up their things, not all of them are leaving. Some of them are like, get the fuck back here, you traitor, you coward. There are small scuffles breaking out, but no one's killing each other, but there are fist fights happening and people are leaving. And the dragon growls and takes one step towards Sventisco, towering over her. She looks up at him, holding her ground, but looking a lot more like a high schooler than a towering whatever. And Untumaler just sort of rests his staff in one hand and places his hand on her shoulder with the other.
Mason?
And then it stares them both in the eye for a moment and flies off. This would take a while, by the way. This did not happen in 5 minutes. This was a long conversation. When Sventisco, she keeps looking at the dragon until it completely leaves out of sight. And then she turns around, and when none of the Bothotlan rebels can see her face, you all see her go.
I just give her like a thumbs up.
Athalor turns to a warden who's next to him and says, if there are any of the weaker ones who are under siege from a zealots, protect them. I'll be fine.
The warden will go ahead and nope. Sorry. I've got my orders. They're warriors. This is an army. They came here to take over a city. They can protect themselves.
Just gonna mess. Can I look back and see if the fox is still hanging around?
Yep. Still there. Well, actually, the Gem of Truth Seeing would have worn off by now. You'd have to use another charge, but it is still communicating telepathically with Athalor. So he can key you in. You can either burn a charge or Athalor can let you know.
Burn a charge and look back.
Yep, still there.
I'm gonna message Untumaler sort of subtly and just say tell him not to react in any way, but that we're being watched and we have to discuss this back at the academy.
Noted. And he does a good job of acting, of flying casual. So, now that the pleasantries have been dealt with, are you interested in hearing what I know?
I am.
Great. In exchange, I'm going to need a mental account of your experiences with Lamriel on Andrud up until the point at which you severed yourself. I will accept it in any form of consumable memory.
Consumable memory?
Oh, they haven't taught you that?
No, my memory magic isn't, well, I would say it isn't quite there. It hasn't begun yet.
Tends to be more of a fey thing. And of course something that the dear sage would be an expert in. But I imagine she wouldn't approve of this particular usage.
Yeah, a lot of our fey denizens of the academy tend to be a little bit more geared towards artifice currently.
I suspect they get up to all sorts of things. Provide me with that, and I'll tell you exactly who is planning to attack the academy, why they're going to do it, and I will stop working for him.
You seem like a resourceful creature. I'm sure you can get your hands on a diplomat's pouch.
Brilliant idea. Those only work for documents and writing, however, and there's a great deal of information that we could exchange that way that would be highly useful and would certainly sweeten the pot, but it wouldn't be an exact memory.
No, but Garnet said you don't want to come into the academy, and I can't stay here long.
Well, then we'll have to make alternate arrangements. I will find a way to contact you. We can establish a correspondence and go from there.
You know my name, right, me?
unless any of your friends have anything else to contribute, I'll be seeing my way out. Oh, as a token of good faith, there's someone else here to see you, and I'm not with them. And the Arcanoloth steps back 10 feet out of telepathy range, out of Gem of True Seeing range, and flies off.
Whoever you're talking to said there's someone else here to see me.
Like, that's here just for you and for nothing else?
I don't know. Apparently I have a meeting schedule here.
Well, looking around. Oh,
Roll
wait,
perception
are you
check.
using the gem? Can you see anything?
Cintisco is walking up towards you, Mantra, absolutely pumped with adrenaline. Like, she's got the shakes. That entire, like, strong face, she's just like, oh my god, what just happened?
Go up to her, like, you did so good. So proud
As
of you.
you say that, you see a blurry figure on the rocks, creeping from around it. A figure that I don't know if you've ever seen before, Mantra. But it's something that Athalor and Garnet have certainly encountered.
Oh. Like, wait, what's...
It blurs and shimmers, and one of its hands is latched onto the rock. The other hand is an impossibly sharp blade of symbols and pure force. And it locks its gaze on Untermaller's back as he walks down to speak with you. And we'll find out what happens next after a short break. Don't go anywhere. More Book of Dawn Ioth Academy when we return. Look at each other.
It's fine.
And they're going to steel themselves against the malevolent force attempting to run.
Think so.
Oh my god! It's hot! Oh, I'm gonna stop you so. Oh, it's so hot! I don't like this at all!
Genuinely
Genuinely what?
scared me.
My apologies.
Ariana will go back and say, Sig, is Nightshade gonna kill Garnet in this situation?
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
That's also not a yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's not helpful.
We're dealing with magic we've never experienced before, Ariana.
Oh God, Ariana's gonna try to absorb elements.
Okay, what element are you absorbing?
Dark.
Is that on the list of elements you can absorb with the spell?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you ever feel like the luck or whatever it is that's gotten you forward is going to run out at some point? Or that you can just keep going forward?
I'm pretty worried about myself all the time, but I consider Garnet a protagonist, so generally she's okay.
What? We're all main characters, and
You're like the main character. Garnet, you know?
We're all the main characters of this story, okay? Fourth wall just punching. It like touches Athalor's elven armor. See, this is plot armor.
Okay, good point.
Unless you have expertise or anything in art.
Okay, that's that's.
Not even Madorn can penetrate the
Wait, does Evil Gang have one more inspiration?
I'm checking for Evil Gang inspiration. Please stand by.
Quan, used 2?
I have 1 left.
Okay.
I have 1 left for Quan. So I'm going to count this for Evil Gang. Go ahead and roll that again.
All right. Also, let's change the name to Alex. Just just for. Wait, no way. What?
It was meant to be, Alexander.
Huh?
Evil Gang is not there. Shit.
It just really be like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Holy fuck.
Oh, we're gonna grind your bones to dust and then we'll lick it with our tongue. And every time we put you in the oven, we're gonna make it grow and get so yummy. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be tasty, just like we should. You're gonna die.
You said to
Said I'm intimidating, and I gotta be more.
Oh.
Less of that. And
No. I don't think you have to be less of that. It's just that you are, and that's okay. But
I don't want to just be okay. I want to be amazing for a mate or whatever.
Amazing for a mate.
Yeah.
Carted out, you're trying to fuck.
Not that kind of mate. Like a crewmate. A life crewmate.
Sus.
Like a mate.
Wow.
18 seconds. Is that how long it'll take before those hellhounds come?
I don't know, probably. They're very fast.
Right. They can smell me.
Time's ticking.
Okay, I'll wait 18 seconds before I go back to the ethereal plane.
Okay.
And I go to the astral plane.
Oh man. Oh, there's jack shit this creature can do about that. Okay. Whoosh. You fade from reality, surrounded by the silver mists.
That I would be among a band of misfits. Unfortunately, I missed that train, but I'm here now. On an adventure. My abilities include licking my butt and stretching. That's all.
You will come in most handy.
I don't need hands to do that.
You want some Zaza?
What's a Zaza?
Garnet, why does Merrick have authority over the tribes of Okarthal? How can he manipulate them?
DM question. What's the tribes of Carthel again?
The
That's
dragon
right.
tribes,
No.
the 10 dragon tribes.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not very lore versed, okay?
No, that's fine, that's
20
fine.
Into, by the way.
By the way, Merrick's a dragon. One of it. Oh yeah, but dragon tribes.
Oh yeah, okay. The math is not mathing up right now. I had one thing left to do, and now she's getting frustrated because this motherfucker not listening. So, as like maybe blood is coming out of her nose or something from
Only a little.
necrotic damage, we'll just kind of start laughing, and we'll place the open book on her face like a mask, and say, "You will be alone just like me," in the exact word that Seosh said in that one time. Leaving you with a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah, okay, bye.
What's happening?
Okay, so I had some idea that you were going to do something, but I never thought for a moment about using the book as a Vox mask. I have no idea what that does. I have not.
I don't know either.
Foggy.
What about Una?
What about it? What about him?
Do you think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just is there other plans?
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Yeah, I've
There
been
will be
saying
no
if,
next time.
if at first you don't succeed, you can keep trying until you succeed, I think, is the saying
I'm a
there.
trash cannot, Mason.
No.
I'm a trash cannot.
Garnet. Remember the conversation that we had earlier? I think some concepts can apply here about how, you know, when you're in your own emotions, you feel like you want to do the thing right now, and sometimes you don't want to do the thing at all, and that's right now. But then you have friends or people that
I'm gonna die
you know,
alone.
no, Garnet, you're gonna be okay. Let's just.
Welcome back to the increasingly irrelevantly named Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy. When last we left our heroes, the peace talk ended when Sventisco egoed the dragon into submission, and the army is now dissipating as their faith in the Eluit Holel is shaken, or their loyalty to their home takes precedence. While many loyalists still remain, enough of them have dissipated that launching any kind of military action is going to be very difficult for them. However, in the midst of this breakdown, the Arcanoloth Kustiak that contacted the heroes saying, hey, I know what the Shadow Army's up to. I can help you save Onderud. I just need to know about your weird squid uncle. Warned them that there were others present who wanted to meet them. And the way he said it sounded like they were here to meet Athalor, but it could have been the plural you as well. And Mason just noticed an algorithmic assassin climbing down the rock and preparing to attack Untermaler.
Yeah, okay, it looks
Mantra,
like it's an attack Untermaler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At
What
first,
do you
to be
do?
like, wait, what is that thing? And like gesture over to it, and then as it looks like it's going to try to make motions to attack, it's like, oh, like watch out, and like call out at Untermaler, but just in general around everybody. Point at the thing.
Okay. Everybody roll for initiative.
Ooh, baby. Get me in there.
Big numbers. Large numbers.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever rolled that high for initiative, and I'm still at the fucking bottom. God damn it.
Yeah, but the good news is you go before the algorithm.
The fuck you guy? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You go before him, so that's good. This is not the time for character sheets to take a while to load.
Oh
But
boy.
can we
Get to the combat
reminisce
scene.
over maybe the attacks that we remember, or just like what his features were last time we encountered him?
Yes. It has extremely sharp blades that do terrible, terrible damage. It can cast some spells, including Dimension Door, Blur, and Wall of Force. It can shoot a cone of negation that does force damage and dispels magic. And it can throw reality bombs, which do damage and stun.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. For the purposes of this battle, none of the Bothotlan rebels will be participating as they have already dissipated, and I don't want to play with that many action figures.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
I don't want to play with you anymore. All right. I've almost got all the key players in, at which point we can proceed. All right. Athalor, you go first. Please roll a perception check.
I got a 80. I got the same perception as Mantra when we were doing the thing.
Ah, okay.
Unless
then yeah,
this,
you
perception check is
are
not the algorithm.
aware. You can see it. You can act normally.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, Nums is fading.
Yeah. Very laggy.
Robot, no.
Either my internet is dying or VDO is dying.
Might be VDO.
Okay, the VDO is choking right now.
Oh, Are you back? You look back.
I take it no drop frames on OBS.
Yeah, all the cameras on VDO are just like boop, 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 boop.
Video is struggling.
Stand by while we see if it stabilizes, folks.
Stream looks normal.
Okay, now that the internet seems to have finished its conniption, Athalor, what would you like to do?
Does Nalgrith count as a humanoid?
No.
Okay. F.
It is a construct.
Oh boy. An organic construct?
No. Roll an intelligence check, because that was like a year ago.
Math is inorganic, confirmed.
It's a free action to do an intelligence check just to recall information.
17.
Okay. It's immune to poison. It can't be charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned. It's resistant to acid, cold, and lightning.
What I'm getting at here is, isn't made of metal.
Correct. It is not made of metal. It's made of math.
Gotcha. I don't have any anti-math spells.
Scariest enemy of the campaign.
Mason, no! Its power is it forces you to do calculus.
It's my hard counter. Truly.
Okay. My play here is I am going to use my bonus action to cast my free sanctuary per day on Untamola.
Okay. Sanctuary! He is sanctuaried. Is there anything else? That's a bonus action. What else would you like to do?
Yes, so I can also cast a cantrip. So I suppose we'll just throw a firebolt at him.
Firebolt. Do, 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 do. You hurl a bolt of fire upwards and it strikes the entity, and I will make its health bar visible. It hits it. It doesn't seem like it damages it because it's really hard to tell, like, a being of pure force and concepts, but it did take the full damage. It's just not. It's just hard to see. That's just narrative. Code. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Athalor? Correct. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Stay within range of this warden. No, I'm good.
The Academy Wardens form a defensive perimeter. They all stand in front of y'all. I guess this one would stand in front of Puabi, who's been here the whole time. And they use their actions to dodge. They're basically just bodyguarding. They have abilities they can use to use their reactions to protect people. Mason, you are up. What do you want to do?
Alright, interval has been sanctuaried. I suppose we shall bright bow rune. Conjure the bow. I forget, does it?
Mason, bring forth the bow.
Oh yeah, okay, when I cast it then I can also make an attack on the same turn. So I will shoot it with the bow.
Okay. Pew pew, nerd.
24.
It strikes true for 13 points of damage.
Alright. And then I guess we'll stand in front of Sventisco, and that'll be my turn.
Chad.
Puabi will cast.
I don't see gnomes anymore.
Lost gnomes? Uh-oh.
Oh, we're so back.
It's good. It's me.
Do you see me?
Hi.
You hear me, gnome?
I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah, I have all of you. Do you have me?
You see
I
London?
see.
Yep, nice.
I have you, although you're like
It's so weird, chat.
laggy, it seems.
Like,
Yeah, like desynced.
Yeah.
It's all going to OBS and stream just fine. It's only we that can't communicate or see each other properly. I will F5 and pray.
Dream. Oh, video's having some issues tonight, gang.
They can't hear what I'm saying, chat. Dude,
Got any more time for my turn anyway?
I gotta
really
figure this shit out. Me when I fucking lie to get more time for my turn.
Am I?
Oh, I can hear you.
Is everything good now?
Take your shit.
Oh, robot-y.
Momentarily guilty.
I think it's got to be my internet, right? The design is inexorable. The design is inexorable. The design is inexorable.
Okay, I've got you well
design-
now.
Okay,
If you're
does
not
everyone
dropping
have me
any
well?
frames on OBS, it might not be your internet.
At the moment, it seems.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, OBS is fine. For some reason, maybe is it like my browser? No, because your signals go yellow when this happens. Okay, let's make as much progress as we can before things hit the shit. Puabi casts Disintegrate.
Oh, that's our boy.
All right.
Hold, no
Almost
fucking
nice.
around.
It does in fact save, and it
the silvery barbs
takes no damage.
Big.
What about a
it will
silvery
save
barbs on
again.
that save, huh?
What if you wanted to make a save, but God said silvery barbs? That will not be a success, because Puabi's math is a little bit off. That will be 68 points of force damage.
Nice.
Sick.
He fights
I'm
force
giving
with
advantage
force.
to Garnet.
Garnet, you are up. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna don a Lamask with my bonus action.
Okay.
I'll change my token here in a sec. How much
you.
movement is
I
it gonna
didn't
take
want
me to get to this guy?
He's pretty high up there. Like this is a 10-foot gap right here. This first one is like 10 feet to this, and then it's 5 feet per beyond that. So you'd actually have to make like an athletics check to climb that. Oh, unless you fly.
What?
I don't remember what you have to do in order to fly.
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, I have to pop an action. Is it an action? Let me look. Let me just post it.
It's an action.
Okay, I'll just pop that action. Warden next to me may shit himself, but I will fly over there. That'll be.
Other creatures, yeah, it doesn't say you get to pick. They just have to save. All right, Warden. Let's see how you brave you are in the face of evil. Well, not necessarily evil, but you know.
Literally, it's right behind me, isn't it? Garnet using the necrotic shroud and the mask. Everything you heard about Bronta, it was true.
All right, wisdom save. Success. Real scary, but a success. What's your spell save DC, Garnet? What's your spell save DC? Is it 17 or 18?
16.
Okay, yeah, we're good. So you bonus action, mask, action, pop wings, dark angel mode, fly up there, and you're done?
She had to put herself in stabbing range.
Oh.
Lag. Okay, cool. All right.
What?
Next up is the algorithm.
We have a defensive onion around Tamala.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It casts Dimension Door to teleport away.
Counter spell.
I was about to if you didn't.
Okay.
Yo, good. Good
and you're a warlock, so it's automatically upcast. So it automatically succeeds. So that's it for the algorithm.
Francisco, kill this guy.
Mods, implode his balls. It's resistant to acid, and that's like Sventisco's entire, aside from like social manipulation magic, her entire kit is acid.
She's still got the Eagle Splendor, so she can look badass doing it.
She can. She casts Fly on Mason.
Ooh, okay.
Turns him into a fly.
Sventisco gives you
With a
wings.
celestial bright bow.
So yeah, now you can fly around like an avenging angel and shoot death from above.
Sounds
all right. I'm only gonna have 2 of the battle mages go. To 1 save time, and 2 they have to get into position. Next round, all of them can go.
Fire the lasers.
And 4 start. Miss. 4 start. Hit. Arcane Surge. Double the dice.
Wow.
Holy shit.
40 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's all.
The meat shield?
They are pure DPS. That's all they do. Could I have the whole party roll perception checks, please?
Oh boy.
Let's play 5 more. I can't
Okay,
see
Nothing
shit.
about being assigned math so much. You never get assigned only 1.
Oh god. The horror.
18.
Natural 20.
Jarvis, show me this guy's balls.
Yeah, Jarvis, I want to see everybody's balls right now. Jarvis,
Download
give me
his
that phone counts.
download. Oh my god, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, wow. All of those stealths are not getting very stealthy.
Okay, so in the bottom
I'm in
right-hand
command
corner,
center.
there is an iron cobra. A metal cobra slithering through the rocks.
That looks kinda
And
cool.
to the far west, you see another construct. One that you have never seen before. It looks for all intents and purposes like a huge mechanical spider.
Oh, good.
I hate that.
We've got more company.
The ambush did
delete the
not go
other
off
icons?
exactly as... Go ahead.
We delete the other icons.
Yeah, we can do
I
that.
don't know who's a baddie
Clear-
anymore.
Clear them off
Yes.
the board. It might make Roll20 have a little bit of a nicer time.
Whoop.
Yippee.
Whoop. Whoop.
Honest fact, Dragon wants
There we
to
go.
come help.
All done.
Oh, that's what.
Athalor. You have... All right, Athalor, you're up. Foxman is no longer... Fox Jesus is no longer here.
Okay, great. Ooh.
Oh shit, Untermal's initiative didn't get counted. He's just standing there.
Menacingly.
There we go.
Are lagged out.
So if he does what pops Sanctuary?
Offensive magic, I believe. Let me drop it in chat. Don't know if any casting.
Oh, and his card has been played, so you cannot fail concentration spells, and you can add half your caster level in force damage to any damaging spell you cast.
Oh, wow. Eagle Splendor's going to stay up forever.
Mm-hmm. If they cast a spell that affects another creature or makes an attack, then the Sanctuary ends.
Oh, it says harmful magic.
On
this one. I don't know if we've got different source books.
No, it says if the warded
Non-harmful
creature
spell
makes an
seems to
attack,
be-
casts a spell that
Oh,
affects an
gotcha.
enemy creature. So any spell that affects an enemy creature.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah, he's the master of the Tower of War. Non-harmful spells isn't
Oh, is he
really
gone?
his
Where do you guys see
thing.
him?
I've got gnomes at the moment.
I'm losing them again, chat. I don't know why.
Lemon's lost you
I don't know
again.
why this is happening. Mm-hmm. Delightful.
Ties that bond us together are fraying.
If this is going to keep
This
happening,
to plan my turn anyway.
okay. If this keeps happening too much, I might call for an early end to the episode. Just because if we're
It seems
stopping
like there's a delay too.
Yeah.
With like you hearing us.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair enough.
And you both lost. Okay.
Hello, it's Lemon.
Lemon.
Hey, Lemon.
Yeah.
If this is going to keep happening, I'm probably going to call an early end to the episode because the tech issues are getting pretty bad. I know, but struggling through this and half the VOD being, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is just not a good time. So let's give it another go. Let's give it another shot. And if it happens again, I may call it.
Heard.
Sounds good.
Untermaler calls out to everyone.
Fall back. We can just leave. We don't have to be here. We can just go.
So true, bestie.
And he is... That thing is on the ropes. He appreciates what you did for him, the sanctuary, but it is time to kill. So he's going to pop his disintegrate and shoot the giant mechanical spider that just showed up. Bzz. Does it have magic resistance? It does not. It has a very good dexterity saving throw. It rolled a natural 1 on its dexterity saving throw. You know what that means?
Oh, time to
That
roll on the
means
crit
that was a
table.
critical hit. Who wants to roll 1d60?
Oh, sure. 1d60.
Yeah, do 1d60. Okay, 25. Critical hits for players. On a 25 with a magic spell, maximum damage. And the target has disadvantage on saving throws against your spells for
100.
Yeah, 100 points of damage.
5 damage?
And for 5 rounds, it has disadvantage on its saves against his spells.
Oh, nasty.
Big.
Well,
so here's its health bar. One. Here's your health bar on drugs.
Oh,
any questions?
It's like half its HP.
All right, Athalor, it's your go. Lemon, if you can hear me, I've lost you. Give it another F5. And how bad is the desync or the delay?
3-ish seconds, maybe 2-3 seconds.
That's pretty
really
bad.
I'm not looking at you talking.
That's
looking at the bad
pretty bad. Okay, it's possible that chat hears me fine. No, because the VOD isn't pulling me from VDO. It's pulling my camera and my microphone directly. So there's just an awkward pause after I talk and you do something.
Gotcha.
All right, let's try to push through. Athalor, take your turn.
Okay, I am gonna go for a celestial spark on the remainders of the Algorithm.
Okay, that is a charisma saving throw.
Charisma variety, please. Otherwise, you'll be suffering for radiant consequences. Oh, give me a magical crit roll, please. What's that? 1d60.
Dice are lagging too. Let's fucking
1d60. And roll damage,
10.
probably.
2d8 to begin with for radiant damage. That's going to be 8 radiant, possibly.
So you get maximum damage. You get maximum damage, and the target cannot
radiant.
take 16 on the Algorithm. You have destroyed it.
Yeah, Athor kind of like snaps his fingers at it, and like there's this light behind its eyes. It just like shines out and like blows out of the head, and I guess the Algorithm just collapses into math.
We've triumphed against math. Yippee.
Back to whence you came.
Around.
Anything else, Athalor?
I'm gonna rotate around the warden. Considering that snake is scary.
It's a slippery little snake.
I will spare you some time and rotate these wardens for you.
Mason, go ahead and take your turn.
Whoa. All right, I tried rotating a warden, and I that's fine. It's
I broke it.
Did you shrink them?
No, it's fine. No, I just made it at a weird angle. Okay, I guess I can fly now. So fly, I don't know, like 10 feet into the air. Have a little better vantage point. Okay, who teleported us in? Was it Untermaler?
We flew in.
They used scrolls, but Untermaler and Puabi can both teleport.
Okay.
They used a teleportation circle, so you were all able to walk into it. No, they teleported. So yeah. Anyways, Puabi and Untermaler can teleport you away.
Okay. I guess we'll go next to Untermaler, but like 5 feet like above him or so. He's probably very tall, taller than me. So yeah, 10 feet to the air. Above Untermaler, and then shoot at this snake. For 12 to hit.
You missed.
Our Iron Fire Bolt.
You
I
missed
that
again.
too.
Bro's not very good at flying, you know.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, flying. I'm trying to shoot the bow while flying. I haven't done this before. That's
How do
my
I get
turn, though.
down, Sven? How do I get down?
All right. Well, you're. Help! I don't want to be high anymore. The Iron
Well, that's
Cobra.
not true.
The Iron Cobra slithers forward, ignoring difficult terrain. Does it have any ranged attacks? It was relying on stealth to approach its target. Nope. It's just gonna move all the way up to Untermaler. It's just gonna dash all the way up, and that is all it's able to do. Garnet, go ahead.
Oh, thank you for getting closer. I'm gonna
What a nice guy.
fly up to it and hit it with a touch of twilight. Wait, do I know its resistance? Do we know its resistances?
You have not done you have not used your scouter to check its power level yet.
Is that bonus action? Oh.
Is it a bonus action?
That's a
James?
You know what?
bonus action, yes. Oh. Okay, well,
Just necrotic damage. Isn't resistant to that?
I'm going to give you the whole download, and I will tell you that in a moment. What I can tell you while I'm waiting for it to load, because I've got to be the problem, is it has magic resistance. So anything that requires a save, it will have advantage on. It is immune to poison, weapon attacks that aren't magic, or okay, necrotic works fine. Necrotic works fine.
Sweet.
Don't use poison.
Oh. Hold on. This one. Oh, I did advantage, but 22.
22. That's a hit. And there's an inspo in the tank for you, by the way. 19 points of damage.
Should be more because I do, whatever. I don't really care. I'll just add a 1d10. It sucks.
Mhm.
Whatever. And it's exhausted by 1 point.
It might be immune to that. It's immune to exhaustion because it's a construct.
Okay.
But it takes the full damage. Is there anything else you do on your turn?
No.
Okay. The unknown spider entity, Puabi casts mud.
First recorded mudslinger.
He turns the ground. He turns the ground underneath it into mud. Basically just slowing it down a little. And it is not immune to that. It is not immune to propaganda. Actually, it is immune to propaganda. And so it is going to climb, treating it as using its climb speed, but moving at half speed because of difficult terrain. And it is close enough to fire a paralyzing beam.
Ugh.
Untermaler has advantage. Oh, Garnet, you would have added half your level in damage because of the Untermaler buff that's up. So an additional 4 points of damage.
Thanks.
Anyways, it fires a paralyzing beam.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because he popped off. Yeah. All right. He has to roll a Constitution saving throw. He is going to use that inspiration that chat gave him. He succeeds. He is not paralyzed. The algorithm is dead. The battle mages are going to open fire on the long range target so the wardens can focus on the close range target. The next hero to take their turn will be Athalor. Go ahead and take your turn, Athalor.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a lot of force damage. How are they looking over there?
Pew, 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 pew. Also, Untermaler tells you to bring it in for evac.
All right. I dig that.
Although
then
we can
I
probably
will-
we
do
can probably take him.
I have the range? Oh yeah, I'll try and cast slow centered on that spider. I don't think I can get both it and the cobra right now. It's a wisdom save, I believe. Of DC
All right.
18. For Doctor Strange, turn back the time.
All right. By the eye of Agamotto. No magic resistance, but a decent wisdom save, a very good wisdom save. However, chat gave disadvantage to any creature attacking Untermaler. So I'll use that, and it's a critical failure. That's not a damage dealing spell.
Roll 1d60,
So
baby. Oh.
it's not a damage dealing spell. It can't crit. Because like if you rolled maximum damage, you wouldn't do anything. You know what I mean? So,
I'm considering. I'm considering him super slow though.
You have released the snail. That is your new concentration spell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. So Sventisco is no
That is-
longer more hot. Unfortunately, loses for splendor.
All right. The wardens are going to move into position to beat the Iron Cobra to death.
Goodbye, silly cobra.
And Mantra, you're going to be next before the Cobra. So go ahead and take your turn now.
Okay, I think it will be the same shoot it with things. First, bright bow.
Do you have high ground advantage on it?
Probably not.
The
and then firebolt.
Cobra has been beaten to death. So you're shooting at the spider, right?
Yep. Same attack, same rolls.
Exactly as intended.
Okay. Well, imagine that a 28 and a 22 both hit.
No way. Love that.
It is fully affected by those damage types. So that's going to be 30 points of damage. Plus your happy caster level, so plus another 8. The Iron Cobra is no more. Garnet, go ahead.
Did Puabi go?
No, because I was using action figure rules to make sure that you all got the chance to go.
I don't care. If he wants to disintegrate, I figured he's on his last disintegrate leg, right?
That's a one and done.
I don't know if he can take
That's
that.
a one and done.
Oh. Okay.
One disintegrate a day, Puabi.
I'll just hit him with a life drain. Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna transmute them into fucking dust.
Constitution save.
This creature is immune to necrotic. The Cobra wasn't. This one is.
Oh, sad. That's it.
Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. The creature slowly approaches and fires a force beam at Untermaler.
Oh!
He doesn't have advantage anymore, I don't think. Let me check. So he's likely to take the damage. Yep, use that. Use that. Yeah, he doesn't have any more inspo, so he does actually take the hit to the face. Because a 6 is just way too low.
I think we all got inspo this session, right?
It's not a big hit. He can take it.
Oh, okay.
He can take it. What happened to my
Okay, it's
character sheet? I've misplaced it again.
Decently big hit. What was that?
I just lost my character sheet again. One moment. Yeah, I'm good. Too many windows.
Okay. Untermuller gives the order to maintain fire. He's not going to teleport us out at this time. And so 5 war mages. Oh no, not Ray of Frost. He wouldn't have used Ray of Frost. That's stupid. 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing's armor class is 19, meaning that it takes. Oh, that would have hit actually. That's funny.
Excuse me, sir. His armor class is 17.
Well, it explodes. All combatants have been neutralized by overwhelming arcane firepower.
Woo, looting!
Okay.
These are definitely
now
like
we can leave.
anachronisms. DM question: these were like anachronistic stuff.
These would definitely be associated with Anachronus. Either they are his direct agents or they were sent by designers.
One moment, Master Intermal. That force me, the artificers would love to have a look at that. I thought it was already kind of like
All right.
wandering past to
Go
go.
ahead and collect it. You want to drag this?
It's a huge metal spider. You're going to need some help, even though you're fairly strong. So the wardens will haul it back with you.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And because you're now bringing this huge thing, and because you're no longer...
If I like start walking, they'll come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so they're going to take a full... Does anyone else have anything they want to do while you're here?
Ooh, we should have a look and see what was in that dragon's cave.
Yeah, that was actually just thinking there was a cave, right? Yeah.
Go get him, dragon boy.
I'm going to F5 my video real quick to see if I can fix the 3-second delay.
Go get a dragon egg. Where's our pseudo dragon?
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. I forgot.
That was our sideshow while working on it at a time with my mum.
Seeing if the delay is gone.
It's better.
Hello.
Okay, I'll take it. Upon searching the cave, unfortunately, the boring and true answer is that it just arrived here like yesterday. This is not its lair. It does not have a ton of treasure in here.
Okay, let's go.
I'm done. Bye bye.
You, via the magic of teleportation circle, the entire party and the retriever body and the Iron Cobra body are all brought back for study at the academy.
Oh, yeah.
Mission accomplished. One crisis is now dealt with.
Beam?
Oh. True.
New super weapons.
All right. You return to the academy. Untermuller thanks all of you, for especially Sventisco, and wants to know about this entity that contacted you.
Gestures to Athalor to explain.
I mean, I never saw it, but it seemed interested in knowing about my uncle in exchange for information about the army that's headed to Anderrud, and he alluded to that he would stop working for him, whatever that is. It seemed like it was whoever was trying to get the army to go to Anderrud. I don't know what kind of creature it was or whereabouts it was, but I at least want to follow up and figure out maybe I can get at least some information as to how to protect the city. Wants to know about my uncle. Fuck my uncle.
True. Okay. Untermuller is going to ponder that. And unfortunately, just looking at the stream and OBS right now, the VOD is going to be practically unwatchable. So I think we're going to call it here, unfortunately. We wrapped up the battle. I hate to lose 40 minutes of time, but we should try again when we're not being completely just crapped on. So next time we'll find out about this mysterious entity. We will go over the plans to spy on Nenri. We will probably get the aftermath of the battle when Ioth Academy attacks the Burning Eyes Horde. No, not the Burning Eyes Horde, the Windscour Horde. And you will find out what they learned from casting realm magic to figure out more about Crowan's ancestor, the mysterious Conscare. Thank you everyone for putting up with us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.